Hi, beautiful people. Honest Am here, the creator of the Honestly Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter geared towards millennials who are truly trying to get their shit together. And I am here for another daily motivational video for people who are tired of creating vision boards that never come true. This video is for you guys. Oh, I'm doing this a little bit differently. So, a little bit about me. I do not just use God and cusses. A little bit about me. I do not just use the tarot. I use God and cusses in the same sentence, and I may mispronounce some things, but if it does not stop Charlemagne the God, it will not stop me. Angel number 37. If all of that sounds good, let's get on into it. God, what messages do you have for us to become the alchemist of our lives, to bring heaven on earth, or just to do magic in public? What do we need to know today, God? Make it as plain as possible. My nails are so pretty. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm like obsessed with my nails. It's so pretty. I never used to wear red, and it's like now, like this color, like for some reason, it's just popping. All right, guys, make it as plain as possible. That was a random sidebar. A random sidebar. So the card that came out is I am connected. I am connected. I have more in common with others than I realize. I seek commonality with people rather than focusing on outward differences. I am connected. So the message that I'm getting I am discerning. So I love myself enough to say no to people in situations that don't deserve my highest good. I am discerning. So the two messages that we got right away is that the first message is being connected and the other one is being discerning. So I feel like we are kind of moving into this period, and I've been saying this on my IGTV. Make sure you check that out. That is down below as well. But I was just saying, like, everyone knows that we're moving into the Aquarian age. If you don't know, go look at one of them astrologers and they will explain what all that means. But we're kind of moving into this place to where, we're moving away from just certain people, the 1% having it. Like, we are moving into this place where everyone can have it. The 1% in the United States, really, like the world, they want us to feel like, there's only but so much money in the world, or we can only have so many people who are at the top. But the truth is, the universe is abundant. The universe can supply all of our needs, and it operates on the law of supply and demand. So as long as people are demanding it, the universe is going to supply it. And so I feel like what God is saying is that do not allow the external forces, propaganda, the news, maybe your culture, don't allow that to make you feel like you have to be at odds at other people. It's just like that famous Bible quote, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. And so I feel like what God wants you to understand is that we are all more alike than what we are different. God is saying, yes, you have your power of discernment. Like, trust your feelings, trust your gut. If you find yourself in a situation and it doesn't feel good, angel number 311, get out of it. If you're around people and you're constantly feeling like, ugh, or you just walk away from them and you feel like shit, that's your key indicator that those are not the people for you. But if you do find yourself in a place where you feel safe and you're at home, and even though those people may not necessarily look like you, God is saying, do not fight that. Just know that we are all more alike than we are different. We created this shit called race. We created racism. And so I feel like we are trying to move into a place where I don't know if we'll ever, maybe not in my lifetime, but I feel like we're trying to move into this place where we are post-racism and we can truly come together and be one in the human race. Like, I hope it doesn't take for the fucking stormtroopers and aliens to descend upon us to be like, all right, we're all one, But anyways, the other message that I'm getting off of this, not just knowing that we are all one, I also feel like what God wants you to realize is that the problems, the issues, the things that keep you up at night, that's the reason why I honestly do honestlysis.com, because I just felt like it wasn't that I just felt like it wasn't like people giving, like, let me not even put it about people. I was in a place in my life to where I was doing a chakra cleansing and I was working on my book. So it was like I was constantly creating. And she said that I was like creating so much work and so much, stuff that I wasn't outputting it. And so it was creating a block within me. And so I was like, how can I create in a way that was safe? How can I, get my work out there without having people shit on it or, like do all that other stuff? And I just like literally posted a message on my Facebook, and I started it off with like just asking people, hey, would you be interested in an honest newsletter about life, love, and relationships? And people said yeah, and I asked them to give me their email address, and then I started it from there. And now I have about 200 people, and hopefully it grows, and hopefully it becomes this thing that, have its life of its own. But for right now, I'm just focusing on one, getting my information out there, and whoo, I just lost complete sound in my ear, so I don't know what that means. But I'm realizing that, and what happened as I was working on Honestly Sis was, as I started to tell my story and like just because I was writing my truth. It's like as you start writing, you're just having these realizations, and I'm just being honest about everything that I've been through and how I got to this point. And I realized like a lot of people was reaching out to me and like, oh my God, thank you so much for writing this. Thank you, this. And for some of that, it kind of like made me feel like I had to tailor to it. But eventually I got to a place where I realized that honesty is really what we connect to. Like the movies that we love, the TV shows, the books that we connect to is really because it's this truth that is like this truth and this vulnerability that is written inside of it, and we connect to that. And I feel like God is saying, if you are trying to do something, even if you feel like that field is saturated and there's too many people there, nobody has your filter. Nobody looks at life through your point of view. And once you really tap into who you are, once you tap into the uniqueness of your life and your story, you really hone that, and you allow that to fuel your creations and the things that you do, you will realize that people will connect to you more. It won't be because you're trying to chase the latest fad or because you have a lot of people on social media. God is trying to get us to be in this place where we go inwards so that we can connect outward. So as long as you stay true to you and true to yourself, God, you can get yourself out of any predicament, and you can allow any dream to come into your life. Angel number 703, but don't take my word for it. We are going to get another card. All right, God. Woo. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go get that. All right. Okay. Angel number 720. Whew, that message was really beautiful. God, clarify this message of discerning and connecting. How can we tap into our power of being a unique individual so that we can connect with others? How can we trust ourselves, our emotions, our intuition, to have discernment, to, turn away from the things that no longer serve us? What do we need to know today, God? Make it as plain as possible. I think that was it. I was going to take it, but I'll just make it one more time. If it is, it'll come out. As plain as possible, God. All right. Slow down to relax. Slow down to relax. Break to enjoy the beauty around you. That's underneath this. And on the top, it says, accepting challenges. Trust your inner resources. Angel number 826, and that's what card I'm going to read for you guys. The card at the bottom, because I hear somebody being like, but what about the other card? I feel like what God wants you to do is, I feel like, the society and like you can tell like our world, like as soon as like the pandemic came out, everyone was like, if you ain't came out with a skill or if you ain't got a business plan, you lazy as fuck. And it's like, because we live in a society that says you have to produce and you have to be busy in order for you to be a productive and a successful person. And I feel like as we're going to this Aquarian age, we're moving away from that masculine driven energy, and we're moving more into this feminine energy and more into harmony with the universe. And so what I feel like God wants you to do is to just slow down, relax. Like you are exactly where you need to be. You don't need to work any harder. You don't need to do more. Like you just really need to trust yourself. And so I feel like why God gave you this message of knowing that you are connected and that you are discerning is that as long as you trust, like what do you feel? If you blocked out all, and I had to do this for myself, if you stopped looking at other people and blocked out everybody's expectations, what do you truly feel on the inside? And I bet if you did that, you feel like I'm doing everything that I can do. I'm doing the best that I can. And God is asking you to lean on that and to know as long as you keep trusting yourself and as long as you keep doing the best you can, you will be able to connect and manifest and attract the people and the resources that are for you. So no need to fret and to work so hard. But the message that we are getting today is accepting challenges, trusting your inner resources. Rise above time and space, pass by the world, and be to yourself in your own world. Every time we face a difficulty in life, it presents us with an opportunity to turn inwards and invoke our own inner resources. For pure love that does not satisfy self-satisfaction, nothing is impossible. I'm going to repeat that. For a pure love that does not seek self-satisfaction, nothing is impossible. In fact, we develop strength when we endure difficult conditions. We feel the exhilaration of victory as we accept challenges by engaging our inner resources to overcome them. If you are facing situations you know are critical to your success but feel powerless to perform, it may be because you feel the challenge are beyond your capabilities. Sufi wisdom is guiding you to look beyond incidental events and not just react haphazardly. The divine pearl embedded inside of you will help you overcome any challenges life presents you. Most of the greatest discoveries have emerged from despair, loss, and heartache. Dear one, you are gifted with mental resources such as determination, self-worth, and kindness that make you resilient. You are capable of coping with adversity and pushing through challenges in the pursuit of opportunities. The seed of power lies in your ability to face the challenge, open the door to major breakthroughs, and leave nothing to chance. Dig deeply inside and use your strengths to solve any problem you face. Your mantra for today is, I am turning to my inner resources to respond to whatever is taking place in my life. Angel number 12. So guys, to go ahead and wrap this up, God is saying that any challenges that you may be facing right now, do not turn away from them. Life works in the way that it presents us with opportunities so that we can rise to the occasion. All of these challenges, all of these obstacles that have been in your way is not because God is saying that you are not worth it. God is not saying that you don't deserve it. What he's asking you to do is to, one, set the challenge head on. 2, slow down, relax. Know that you don't have to work so hard. Know that you don't have to answer or work or even do or solve the problems on your own. God is asking you to just give it up and to just know that you are connected to a source that is greater than your own. And that as he is blessing you and as you are moving throughout the world, he's asking for you to use discernment and know that use discernment by trusting the voice that is on the inside and never allowing the outward world to deter you. Because as long as you trust the voice on the inside, accept the challenges, you will be able to heal and move forward in any aspect of your life. All right, y'all, that is all the messages I have for you. I hope that it was beneficial for you. If you made it to the end of the video, please give me your key takeaways. If not, at least just give me a thumbs up. Until we meet again, dream those dreams, never let the internet rush you, and never ever let someone tell you what you cannot do. Namaste. See you again in the next video.